I started off, like a lot of people. In fact, the first company I drove for, we hauled junk cars, crushed down junk cars, and then we hauled wood. And then in 1978, I bought my first brand new Kenworth and a W900, and I started hauling produce from California. And I ran from Virginia to California for 26 years. And New York City, Hunts Point Market and all that, that's where we started. I've owned 4 Kenworths in my life. A 1978, a brand new 1980, this was the 82, and that 85. Now I drove trucks for different companies in between, but I've owned 4. And this last time I went in business, it's been 6 years now. And some people are more comfortable in a Peterbilt. It's all being comfortable. Whatever you're driving, the more comfortable the driver is, the better chances he has of not having an accident.
What's the engine in this truck?
It's a 7FB 425 Caterpillar Air. That truck there was one of the last 15 made, and they quit making them trucks in June of '82, and they made 15 glider kits after that. And this old man, he had 5 extended hoods, 2 with V8s and 2 with 600s, and this was his personal truck. Didn't nobody ride his truck but him. I bought it 3 years ago, and I bought it from a gentleman that didn't live but 3 miles from where I bought the 85. They grew up in truck together all their life, and but I had to buy his 2 trailers because he's getting a little Alzheimer's and a little dementia. He said I can sell it and get more for it, then I get out here and wreck it, and then can't get but $17,000 for it, And so I understand his part, and he misses it just like I missed my old V8 I had. I bought an '80. He didn't drive it that much. That truck there has got about 600,000 miles on it. That's all. On 82. He run across town, pick up a trailer, and bring it back to the yard. The other 4 run hard. But that was his personal truck, and he owned 51% of a orange packing shed in Fort Pierce, Florida. And he'd go down and pay the land runners and haul a few loads of oranges and get things up and running, every year. He did that. He hauled a few. Last thing he hauled was every winter he would haul Christmas trees to Florida, and then bring back pineapples back to my buddy in Greenville, South Carolina. And but he made good money with the Christmas trees, He'd run down, take them down, and come back. But I've been knowing him all my life. When he had them other trucks running, I knew his drivers. And
what's his name?
Bunchy Godfrey.
Bunchy Godfrey?
Godfrey, yep. And he was from Greer, South Carolina. That's my favorite one to drive.
That's favorite.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to put a head gasket on it for too long. It's leaking a little oil on number 2 on the outside of the motor. And I took it to my cat man the other day, and he said probably needs a spacer plate and a gasket. Is all it needs. And I tell these guys, I got a friend that his wife got killed in a car wreck, and they had a young daughter, and he sold his trailer. He had a 53 spread at Great Dane stainless, and I said, do not get rid of your truck, because you'll kick yourself in the butt later on, because it's something you love. And so he did. He kept his truck. We sold his trailer, and I think when his daughter gets big enough that he'll go back to trucking. And but he had about 84 cows, and James Fossey was his name. He's from Pennsylvania. And but I tell these guys, I've seen so many of them. Oh, I'm getting out, and they sell their truck and then regret it after that. They had a good setup, and they let it go. I enjoy doing it, and I love to see other people have the passion that I've got.